77 WABC and Bergen Newbridge Medical Center honor the life of legendary broadcaster and our friend, Ernie Anastas.
Hi, it's Ernie Anastas. You know, your thoughts can affect how you feel. Bergen Newbridge Medical Center is the largest hospital in New Jersey, providing comprehensive, equitable, compassionate, and high-quality emergency inpatient and outpatient medical care, plus mental health services and substance use disorder treatment. The Bergen Newbridge team can address your total health needs in one convenient location. Call 201-225-7130 for an appointment or newbridgehealth.org.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
John Catsimatidis hosts not one, but two great shows on this station. 5 p.m. every weekday afternoon. It's the Cats and Cosby Show. And, of course, his masterpiece, 8 a.m. every Sunday morning, the Cats Round Table. John's on his way to Fox Business later on this morning. And he's probably on his way to China. I don't know. Maybe Trump probably wants him to go with him. Are you going to China, John, with Trump on Thursday? Be honest.
No, I'm not going to China. But you never know. If he goes to Greece, I may go.
Is he going to go to Greece for some reason?
There's been an announcement that he may go.
And why is that? Is that because of Erdogan and Turkey, or is it because we want to do more with the Greek people? Why would that be?
Well, you know, you have that whole area is in not turmoil. You know, you got Turkey. We don't know what the heck is going on with that. I'm not sure NATO trusts Turkey 100%.
I don't. Do you?
No. And Greece has been the pivotal thing in that area other than Turkey. So we need Greece to do the right things between Greece and Cyprus, because Cyprus is right. You were there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right off the coast of Israel.
Right. They're 30 minutes away from Tel Aviv.
And don't forget how I used to sell those Cypriot oranges.
Yes.
Right off the coast of Cyprus.
That's right.
All the Jews came into Christidis and D'Agostino and bought up all those oranges.
True. No, they love them. No, Greece is still, thank God for Greece in Europe. But he's a bad guy, Erdogan. I was told, and I was in Athens last summer, you know better than me, that he's still flying missions over the Greek islands. Still. Is that true?
He tests them.
Uh-huh.
They test each other. You know how they are. The Greeks and Turks, they test each other.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any serious altercations or whatever. And you know, I'm from the island of Nisyros, where I was born. That's right off the coast of Turkey. So I saw that last week at the Greek Independence Day parade. The Minister of Defense of Greece comes over to say hello. And I shake his hand. I said, and I whisper in his ear, make sure you defend Nisyros.
You said that?
I said that.
That's great. That's great.
I mean, you know, look, he took over. You know what happened in 1950s, 1960s with Cyprus? They used an excuse for fakakta excuse.
Very good word.
And oh my God,
that's Trump.
It must be a listen live. John Catsimatidis on Sid and Friends. My God, I got it on my phone.
Nicely done.
In case I fell asleep, I know I'd have to be on with you. In Turkey used NATO weapons and NATO information to go in and take over the northern part of Cyprus.
Yes.
And it was wrong.
Yeah.
And Kissinger quasi backed them up. And that was wrong. And I never really understood why Kissinger allowed that to happen and didn't say to President Nixon, that's wrong, they shouldn't be doing that.
He never explained it. One more thing on Greece, like in Israel, for example, Prime Minister, Bibi has all the power. The president, who's a nice guy, I get along with him very nicely, but he's got no power, he's got nothing. I remember when I went for my tour in Athens last summer, I passed by the prime minister and a president there, too. There's both of them. But much like Israel, the prime minister has the power. Or no? How does it work in Greece?
The prime minister has the power.
He does, okay.
And Mitsotakis, who, I know pretty well, he's been doing a decent job there. And he's been, he's wanting to meet with President Trump. And President Trump, he's been busy. He's busy fighting the rest of the world.
Kind of busy.
It's going to be an interesting times on this visit to. I heard Gordon Chang during his interview.
Yeah.
Gordon is a good guy, but on his electric vehicles, he's probably more right than wrong.
Oh, on that one, he's 100% right.
100%.
Yeah, and I think Trump agrees with that. Yes.
I think Iran there's two Irans right now. That's why Trump said what he said. Trump said, they're trifling with us. There's two Irans. There's Iran that China wants them to make peace with Trump.
They need it because
the other Iran,
they want the oil.
The other Iran doesn't want, wants war. They want nothing. They just want war because the guys in power, the soldiers. Remember the movie The Planet of the Apes?
Of course.
It's Iran. It's the chimpanzees and the gorillas.
Yeah.
The gorillas want war. The chimpanzees say, let's give peace a chance. Now, all that above said, they're pushing towards having a democratic government, a democratic Senate, and a democratic Congress, whether the Iranians or the Chinese, because they're going to get away with everything.
Yeah.
They, for some reason, the Democratic Party has gone the wrong direction. I believe in common sense Democrats, common sense Republicans. Well, the uncommon sense Democrats are in charge. The Democratic Socialists are in charge.
They're almost all that at this point.
And what happened is the Democratic Socialists have taken over the Democratic Party.
You're right about that. But even before that, before the DSA took over, the Democrats were already rotten. And it all comes back to Trump.
They were headed in that direction.
Yes. Ever since Trump came down that escalator in 2016, the Democrats have turned into complete maniacs.
And I'll tell you what else happened. We're trying to cover a lot in only a few minutes. In President Obama, before he left town, he put in 2,000 of his people and made them civil service jobs and infiltrated every department, every agency in the United States of America that are loyal to Obama versus loyal to Trump 45. And it took President Trump 4 years on the beach. Is that what you call it? On the beach?
On the beach.
For him to realize what the heck is going on, that made Trump 47 the greatest president.
Agreed.
Because it took those 4 years on the beach for him to realize that he was surrounded by a lot of stuff. I'll tell you stories. If I tell you a quick story, that there was a person in the Oval Office that was an infiltrated officer, and one of my I don't want to say who turned it in. And the person he turned it into, and he was going to do something about it, that person got fired. The Obama person stayed.
How about that?
Because they were great actors. Great actors. They knew their mission. And he put the best ones closer to Trump than the other agencies. And they infiltrated, and guess what? Trump didn't have a chance. Trump 45 had not a good chance. And the problem is we have to win. The Republican Party has to win, and it has to win big in America. And we got to get one vote, one American, one vote. We got to pass. We got to make sure, because otherwise, we had Tom Fitton on from Judicial Watch.
Sure.
I don't know if you ever had him on.
Tom. Sure, he's great.
And he 800,000 votes in Washington State, 1 million votes in New York City, New York State. 1 million. That shouldn't be voting. Now, in addition, so I asked him, Tom, how many left in the United States? He says maybe 24 million. So right now, our voting system is compromised, and we have to straighten out our voting system. The other thing that Congress has to straighten out, and I don't know how they're going to do it, because you got to get control of the Senate to be able to do the complete sweep. In the census, they count migrants. And
illegals.
And illegals.
Illegals.
No, migrants,
in general,
immigrants, illegals. They count everybody.
Right.
If there's a body there and he's still alive, they count them.
Right.
Just to get more votes in the blue states.
Sometimes if they're dead, they still count them.
I don't want to fight blue versus red. But the fact is, right now, the blue is compromised.
Well, thank God the Supreme Court helped us last week.
The Socialist Party, which if they ran on their own, would get 2% of the vote of the whole country. They realize that, and they use foreign money coming in to take control of the regular Democratic Party. And what happens is the Democratic Party has a chance. You know, a lot of look at our friend, our mutual friend Dershowitz. After 87 years
he's a Republican.
in the Democratic Party,
he's a Republican.
But he's a smart Jew.
He's a smart Jew. But now, if you're telling me the DSA, that these candidates, for the most part, have success because of foreign money, the base, John, of the DSA candidates, the base of the DSA wins, happens to be our mayor. So did he win because of foreign money?
I don't know. We couldn't prove that. Remember, we were trying. We were trying. I don't know that.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what they told one of our mutual friends. They told one of our mutual friends, we don't need the New York Times. We don't need the New York Post. We don't need the Daily News. We don't need any of them because we press a button and we got 12 million media supporters.
True.
The social media. So it has changed. Has the war changed from battleships to drones? Now they have underwater drones, and there's going to be no more. There's going to be no more soldiers hitting the beaches. You know what's going to be? Robots.
Robots.
You heard it here first.
I believe it.
And guess what? You remember the movie Terminator?
Yeah.
Well, we're building our own Terminators.
Just like that.
Yeah. And so it'll be Terminator 000.
Oh, my God.
Terminator drones, underwater drones. And, Space Force, you never know what we have up there. I can't tell you all.
Yeah, I know. I know you. You believe that there's a whole bunch of... You believe that there's actually aliens here?
Well, that's a different conversation.
But do you believe we actually have aliens here? Here, somewhere. We're housing aliens.
Eisenhower made a deal.
With who?
With those aliens.
He did?
Yes.
So you believe they are here now?
They are here.
Area 51, somewhere.
Well, they're somewhere. They are underground.
Yeah.
They're underwater. And all over the place. And who they are, I don't know.
Would you bet the $4 billion you have right now that there's an alien somewhere in New York?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Then you really, really feel that way.
No, they're here.
Wow.
They're here. And one of the reasons, well, I was on with Greg Kelly last week.
I saw that. Very good.
He was. If you look at the Washington Post on July 1952, 50 UFOs circling the Capitol.
How do you know they're UFOs, though, and not airplanes or drones?
What else were they?
Maybe they're airplanes. Maybe they're drones. Maybe, I don't know.
In 1952, give me a break.
Well, how do we know that? Do we actually have photographs of all that?
Yes, it's on the front page of the Washington Post.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And our jets chased them, et cetera, et cetera.
They did chase them.
But that was to get the president's attention.
Okay.
And they got President Eisenhower's attention.
Well, now you got my attention.
And
because I've been vehemently against all this.
There was a deal made.
There was a deal made. Okay. Yeah. You have to run to Fox Business, but I got to ask you, how was Margot's Mother's Day yesterday and your daughter-in-law with 2 children?
Well, one so far and one
on the
cooked.
Way.
Right. It was a wonderful day. We went out. Mother's Day, I'm sure you had a great Mother's Day, too.
We did, yeah.
It is a time for family. Time for family should always be close on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Father's Day.
Me too. I love that. And your post actually made me tear up yesterday. I saw it. A picture of your mom.
That was a picture of my mother.
That was so nice.
And I got to tell you something, Sid. I was crying yesterday morning.
I'm sure.
You know why I was crying? My mother passed away. I was about 26 years old, 27 years old. And between going to school, in working. You know, I worked since I was working 7 days a week right out of high school, right out of college, 7 days a week out of high school. I never got to know my mother as well as I'd like to, and that's why I was crying. I never told her how much I love her, and I was really, really crying. And, you know, I hope somewhere in life, I hope after life, I hope that our souls, our bodies are not going to make it, but I hope our souls exist. We still don't know what are we? You know, our Creator created us.
You're making me cry now.
You're going to see your dad too. I hope that you see. I hope someday. Not too close.
No, not too close. No, I know. Both your parents. I know how much you love your father too.
Yeah, and I loved my father, and my father worked for the company till he was 88 years old, and then he got married.
At 88?
Yes, because he didn't want to be alone.
Wow.
He says
it's like Anthony Quinn.
He says to me, "My son, I want to get married." I said, "Why, Dad?" He says, "My son, I know you take care of me, and but I don't want to be alone."
Wow.
And
how much longer did he live after he got married?
94.
So he lived another 6 years. God bless him.
And then she died a year afterwards, and she was young. I mean, he went back to the old country, and she was a 59-year-old virgin, supposedly. You know, and he married her.
Wow.
And came back, and he didn't want to be alone, and he didn't want to be a burden on his son. So a combination of not wanting to be alone, not being a burden on his son.
Yeah.
Who takes care of your mom?
All of us. My sisters especially. You know, I've got two older sisters upstate. They do the best job of it. And my younger sister, Elizabeth, too. But thank God, John, at 91, she's still in great. I spoke to her twice yesterday, and she sounds great. She's doing great. She still does housework and cooks and does all that.
There's a story. I'm going to send it to you. That Dr. Peter sent it to me yesterday about living to, you know, we are built with the new medicine and new tests. We can live to be at least 119, 120.
Is that right?
Yes.
120?
Yeah.
But who lived? Do people actually live to that age now?
There's some.
There are some.
115, 112.
Wow.
But we're capable of doing it if we take care of ourselves. And I want to, my father lived to 94. I'm trying to live to 100.
no,
we'll see. You know, what did you say? Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be.
We need you here, John. You better stick around till at least 100. I hope that's the case. We need you here. We love you.
And let's make, what are the differences in living? Keep your mind active.
100%.
That's one of the items.
Yeah.
Keep your mind active, because if you retire, bye-bye, Bertie. Goodbye.
I totally agree.
Because people that retire die.
They die right away.
Yes.
Like right away.
Yeah.
So don't retire. You're not going to.
I'm not retiring.
Go to Fox Business. That was a beautiful segment. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
And take care of your mom.
You too. Thank you. I will.
Tell her you love her every day. You know why? That's the one thing that broke me up yesterday. Yeah. And I never told her I loved her.
She knew. I'm sure she knew. I love you. Thank you for doing this. It was great. Thank you, John. It was a beautiful post. You should go back and look at it, folks, on John Catsimatidis' Instagram. And it teared me up yesterday, now that he told me the story today. God bless John, and God bless his mom.
Roger Stone here. Every day you wait, your money loses value, but gold and silver don't follow those same rules. American Sovereign Bullion gives you access to a nationwide wholesaler network, helping you secure aggressive pricing on real physical metals. Call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide to learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver, delivered right to your door or with a gold IRA. Visit asbgold.com. That's asbgold.com for your free gold and silver guide today.